Oh my gosh. I'm excited for today. I feel like
two little guys.
Just two little guys talking about
Little
Pokemon. It's my hyper fixation. I apologize.
Me too.
Okay. We're both streaming, so do you want to introduce yourself and then I can go next?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Hi, I'm TCG. Yes, I'm excited for the Oblivion remake. I'm obsessed with it. I'm 3 potatoes tall, and I am a magical cat girl from another world, and is a part of Lucid Multimedia. Da-da-da-da. Yay!
Oh, 3 potatoes tall?
Yes.
So what kind of potatoes though?
I can't disclose that for the information. I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
Hi everybody in T's chat. My name is Poseidon. I am a VTuber with the VTuber talent agency Mythos, and I am a trading card game streamer. I mainly play Pokemon, but I play other card games like One Piece, Cardfight Vanguard, Grand Archive, and all the sorts. I'm very, very excited today because we will be giving some of our Pokemon hot takes. I'm ready for people to get mad at me.
You know what's funny is I'm usually like very anti hot take. Like I have it all like muted on my Twitter. You know, like the sword guy meme.
Yeah.
I have every version like muted in some shape or form. However, when it comes to Pokemon, sometimes you just have to speak your truth, you know?
Exactly. I feel the same way because I don't know. I love Pokemon. I've grown up with it. I've been in a community for quite a long time. And there's just some things where people talk about certain Pokemon and I just don't get it. I don't understand the hype. So
I agree.
I am prepared for my chat to obliterate me for these takes, but you know what? That's okay. To each their own.
Yeah, exactly. Make your own list alongside us to get the anger out, you know?
Exactly. All right.
Oh yeah.
So the five. I was about to say 5 of us. There's only 2 of us. But we each
5 hot takes.
5 overrated Pokemon, and then 5 underrated Pokemon. So in total, we have 10 each. But I'm sure we could probably do more. if depending on how today goes. So while
we had to narrow it down a little bit.
While we were setting up, T gave me she made something, and I very much resonated with it. So did you want to start with the underrated or the overrated?
No, overrated.
Overrated. Okay, we're shots fired right in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll end on a happy note.
Exactly.
Right? All right. Here's my first one. This is Charizard, and yeah, I'm kind of his #1 hater. I've had a grudge against him since I was a child because I am a Bulbasaur stan.
I'm the same. I'm literally exactly the same. It's funny because I also put Charizard in my overrated as well for the very same reasons.
Yes, I know it's kind of if maybe spoiler alert for later. I know it might be weird to say any Gen 1 Pokemon is underrated at this point, but I just feel like Bulbasaur deserves better. That's all. He's such a good boy.
Feel that because Bulbasaur is my favorite Kanto starter. I feel growing up, I was actually brainwashed into thinking that Charizard was the best starter. So in turn, I quote unquote made it my favorite. But it was because my family bullied me when I said I really liked Bulbasaur. They were just like, Poseidon, you're stupid. Charizard is the best one. So in order for me to stop getting bullied by my family, I was like, yeah, Charizard's my favorite. It really wasn't though. And I think I also have that trauma.
Oh my god, I was the opposite. I was out there fighting for my boy. I was no! Charizard is stinky! I kind of regret it a little tiny bit, but I used to trade my Charizard cards. Because, everyone wanted it, so I get whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I was woohoo! Whenever I pulled one, I was yay! I'm just thinking about, I don't know, I have this very hyper-specific memory of pulling a Dark Charizard, and I was what can I get from this? And I traded it for a Dark Raichu. So,
you know what?
It was still 100% worth to me. This is my favorite card.
I love that for you. I think Charizard is just overrated, and I feel like if Venusaur or Blastoise got more screen time, they would probably get the Charizard treatment as well. But
yeah,
it's just because he got a lot of screen time in the show, he kind of became everybody's favorite. So now anything Charizard is just expensive.
And he was a jerk in the show, too.
He was!
For most of the show. He had a redemption arc, but...
He did. I felt bad for him in the beginning when he was a Charmander, but then when he grew up, I was kind of like annoyed. And I loved Ash's Bulbasaur so much more.
That was the reason I was a fan of Bulbasaur, because like I remember watching the anime before I got the game, and I was like, wow, Bulbasaur is always a hero because he saves everyone.
Exactly. Finally, somebody who gets it.
Exactly. All right, this trauma bond with hating Charizard.
I will say, so I play the TCG a lot. That's what I do on my off time. And I'm not streaming and I'm not home, I'm probably at a card shop playing some sort of card game. So I will give Charizard its flowers because I've but made 2 day 2 placements at 2 different Pokemon regionals, which are like the big Pokemon tournaments. And day 2 is like the top 15% of players who attend. So I played a Charizard deck because at the time Charizard was like the best deck in format, and I was able to perform really well with him. So I'll give him that.
Is this one that just got bonked by the rotation?
No, actually, he's still there. But he's not as good anymore.
Yeah, I saw a meme that was like, they had like these kids playing a console, and then their little brother had the controller unplugged, and they're like, this is the Charizard deck. And I was like,
no, yeah.
Really?
They kind of nerfed him because, or not nerfed, yeah, they nerfed him because he was just too strong, which is so weird because up until this point, Charizard has never really, like, all the Charizard cards are not really that great. But they printed one that was really bonkers, and it took over the meta.
They're like, all right, you had your fun.
Exactly.
Let's return you to the Disney
You had
Bowl.
your fun. Get out of here.
Yeah. I don't know. My theory behind that is that they just, well, you know, when a card's good, they usually print like promos of it, and they probably were just like, we don't want to print Charizards because the kids love the Charizards. Yeah.
But you play Pocket though, right?
Yeah, I play Pocket.
Oh, okay.
I haven't played since Rare Candy came out though. So
I was about to say
today.
The Charizard EX is now good because of Rare Candy.
Man, I used to love playing against Charizard EX because, okay, I'm like, this is slightly on topic, I guess I'm a hater of the Moltres EX.
I hate that card too! I love when they flip 3 tails though.
Yeah. Well, everyone's like, oh man, Moltres EX is so crazy. And I'm like, yeah, but it's just like free prizes. It's just free prizes after a certain point. And like, you just start bonking it, and then they start panicking.
Yeah.
And then you just like bring out a little Charmander and you bonk that. And then what? What are you gonna do with your Moltres, huh?
Yeah,
that's just the other 2 points I need, you know?
I never did well with the Moltres. Every time I played it in the Charizard, like the first one that came out, I never really hit heads. At least 3 heads. I'd hit maybe 1 or 2, but there were times where I hit 3 tails on the Moltres attack, and I'm like, damn, my Charizard is just sitting there doing nothing.
He's just hanging out, just being a guy on the bench.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like, I haven't tried it, but I kind of like the other Charizard because you don't need to get rid of energies, and you just kind of
exactly. He's hit big.
He gives himself energies. He doesn't need Moltres. He's strong. You know,
like his TCG counterpart.
Yeah.
His TCG counterpart at the moment does the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't like Charizard. Sorry to all the Charizard lovers in chat. Sorry that we're telling the truth.
The truth hurts.
The truth does hurt. I get it.
Alright, so was this also on your list? Is that
Charizard was also on my list. Okay. Should I start? I didn't really put them in a particular order. So
that's fine. I don't think I did either.
I'm going to come out swinging. And I know this because my chat really loves this Pokemon.
Uh-oh.
I think
Coming at you, chat.
Gardevoir is overrated.
Whoa! Oh my gosh. That is quite a...
I think Gardevoir is very overrated. And don't get me wrong. I do like Gardevoir a lot. I think Gardevoir is a cool Pokemon. But...
What?
I want to tie this in with one of the Pokemon I find underrated. So everybody likes to wife up Gardevoir, which I find... I don't want to say strange, but I'm kind of like, why wife up Gardevoir when Gothitelle exists?
You know what? Yeah! Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, kind of spoiler alert for mine, but I am a big fan of Gen 5.
See, I was gonna say the same. I absolutely love Gen 5, and I think the Pokemon in Gen 5 get way too much hate.
They don't deserve it at all!
No, they don't!
They've got really cool designs, and I don't know. I don't get the like, what do you call it? Oh, there's already this type of Pokemon. It's like, okay, shut up. You know, like, who cares? Who cares? In Gen 1, there's literally a Pokemon called Mewtwo, which means there's two of them, and no one ever complains. So, I think it's fine. I like having variety. It makes it feel like a lived-in world.
Exactly. Nobody complains about, or maybe people do complain about all the different electric mouse Pokemon. You know what I mean? Maybe people do complain about it.
One of my favorite Pokemon is Pachirisu.
Pachirisu is so cool. My favorite gen is Gen 4 because I grew up with Gen 4, so I am very, very attached to it. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, yeah. Gen 4 has also a lot of really nice Pokemon that are super cute. I know no one ever brings him up. I love Chatot. He's just
Chatot. I love him too. I honestly don't think there's like a Gen 4 Pokemon like I genuinely don't like. I think they're all cool. I mean, I feel like my list of Pokemon I don't like is pretty small, but I do think that there are Pokemon that are overrated. Because I understand why people like Gardevoir. She looks like a mother. She's very caring, and she kind of has some bazongas. But at the same time, I'm just kind of like, I feel like there's other Pokemon that just do it better. Like Gothitelle. It could just be my bias because I like the goth aesthetic.
No, I don't know. Like I said, it's I don't know, not even brought up. Like, right? Exactly. Not even in the conversation.
No!
What the heck?
Gothitelle needs to get some more love.
Oh man, I don't know. I was saying, hold on, I got this. Hold on, did I save it? Hold on. Okay, I will say that Gardevoir does get like the best freaking art. Like, like every other set has a shiny Gardevoir in it.
It's such a good card, though. I'm currently playing Gardevoir in the TCG. That exact card. She's really good right now.
I haven't played TCG like the regular one in a long time, but I know this card has been just there forever.
It's really good.
It perseveres.
It's just its ability is disgusting. So it's a fun deck. It hurts my head though. But I mean, Pokemon is very well aware of its audience. So that's why you see like Gardevoir and everything.
Yeah.
They know people.
Back to Charizard, who gets a bazillion cards as well.
Exactly.
Gets to be on the box and gets his own premium collection. And
every 5 Charizards, there's one Venusaur card.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah. Whatever. I don't want to talk about it.
It's fine. It's okay. But yeah, that was mine. I think Gardevoir's overrated. Go look for different waifumons, guys. I promise there's better ones.
Yeah, that's honestly fair. That's honestly fair. Okay, let's see. Okay, this one's more of a rant on, I guess who this Pokemon is associated with.
Uh-oh.
Okay. What the heck? Okay. I don't know when this happened, but somewhere along the way, Nidoqueen just became Giovanni's Pokemon and only Giovanni's Pokemon for some reason. And I'm kind of sick and tired of saying Giovanni. I'm just going to say it.
Giovanni? Team Rocket?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
I'm tired of... Okay, we get the new Pokemon set, and there's no Jesse James. No, nothing.
Oh, that
nothing.
makes me so sad. I feel the same way.
It's just so weird to me that, like, they have, like, Rocket Admin 1. Like, no one cares who Rocket Admin 1 is. It's just a guy. I don't know. And it's like, and now it's like, you can see it because all the cards are just Giovanni over and over and over again. Because they're like, what do the kids like? And Team Rocket. And they're like, Team Rocket from the anime, sir. And they're like, crap. Okay, just put Giovanni on all the cards. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever.
I get it. I am not super... When I think about Team Rocket, I do think about, like, Jesse James, and I even think about, like, their little rivals. Do you remember they had, like, little rival duo? I think they're cooler than Giovanni.
Cassie and Butch. They were...
I always forget their names.
Hold on. There was a card with Cassidy on it. I don't know. Oh god, I had it in my deck. It was so broken. Let me see. Here it is. WebP! I hate WebP. Okay, hold on.
What?
I
have a... I don't know what browser you use, but on my browser, I just have a plugin in my browser that converts the WebPs back into PNGs.
No way.
Yeah, you probably should check if your browser has that.
Okay. Look at this. Wow. Isn't that cool? We could have had that.
Oh my god. Such a missed opportunity. I
don't know. Whatever.
It's okay. Whatever. I'm also hurt. I'm also hurt.
Anyway, every card in the original Team Rocket set that was trainer was like so broken. It was great. It was a wonder.
It's okay. It gets... I think right now, Pokemon TCG... I think it's pretty balanced. I think there's some cards that are a little, like, I don't know. But... I know Pokemon back then was a whole different other thing.
I was, like, the only person at my league that, like... I don't know... knew what was going on, I guess, because I would just be sitting there, like, using, like, 20 trainers a turn, and then putting them back in my hand, and they're like, huh?
Hey, we start somewhere. It's okay. There's no shame. There's no shame. We all start somewhere. Man, I think... You're not thinking about it. Nidoqueen is such a cool Pokemon, but yeah, every time I do think about Nidoqueen, I do think about Giovanni.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, kind of makes him like a bad guy. He's not a bad guy.
He's not a bad guy. He's just a purple dude. He's just a purple guy.
I don't actually know what the Nidorans are supposed to be, but they look like bunnies, and I think it makes it even cuter that they evolved.
That is a good question. What animal is Nidoran? I'm looking this up. What?
I thought them as bunny rabbits. Little rock bunny rabbits.
Porcupines, rabbits. It's a mixture of porcupines, rabbits, mice, and hamsters.
Huh? Okay, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, it's a small rabbit-based Pokemon. Okay. Just a big rabbit dude.
so cute. When you think about it that way, it's hilarious. Like,
It's so
he's just an
cute.
overgrown bunny.
He's just an
Doesn't
angry
deserve
guy.
to just be a bad guy.
Exactly. No, I think I agree with this take. I feel like there is like some Pokemon that can be associated with trainers. Like when everybody thinks of Pikachu, they think of Ash.
Yeah, that's
I will
true.
bring up in a little bit. But I don't want to just associate the Pokemon with just a trainer. Personally, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but I don't think
I
a
don't know.
trainer should define a Pokemon. I think the Pokemon.
Most of
define
my
a
beef
trainer.
is just Giovanni is not as interesting as I think most people assume he is. He's cool, but he's just there's a lot of other bad guy groups that don't get as much love.
Exactly.
Sad.
Some of the villains are just better villains.
Yeah.
Giovanni is just the most basic one you can get. I honestly prefer like Guzma over Giovanni, and I know Guzma gets a lot of hate because
My favorite one is N.
Me too. I get it.
Jenny
And
together has been a great-
gets my gears grinded, man. I love those guys. I just love Pokemon Black and White. I think it's the peak game. I think people sleep on it a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. We'll get those remakes.
One day.
One
Pokemon,
one day.
please. I don't think you watch our
Maybe.
streams, but if you do,
Maybe.
please.
Hopefully.
One day.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh god. I'm ready to also... Oh. I'm ready for my next one. I think... Oh god, people are gonna hate me for this one. I think Eevee is overrated. Hear me out.
You're right. I love Eevee, but you're right.
I love Eevee too. I get it. But... I think the reason why people like Eevee is because it evolves into so many different things that there's something for everybody, which I'm gonna tie in with the next one. I think Umbreon is overrated. I know people are gonna shoot me dead. I just think there's better evolutions.
Okay.
Umbreon is so
okay.
cool. I actually almost bought an Umbreon deck box yesterday, so maybe I shouldn't be making this take, but it was a really cool deck box.
I think it's fair. Umbreon's actually my favorite evolution, but I kind
I'm
of
so
wish
sorry.
people. I kind of wish people didn't like Umbreon so that I could
Keep
possibly
Umbreon.
ever get cards. Of Umbreon.
No, I feel
literally
that.
ever.
I feel that. You know,
Oh.
I absolutely love when, like, I guess a lot of underrated Pokemon, when somebody tells me, like, their favorite Pokemon.
It's
There was
just had
one
this
time-
randomly saved.
So,
Just
I don't think there's anything wrong with liking some overrated Pokemon. Like, because Pokemon, for everybody, there's something special. Like, some people have, like, a very special connection. Like, I met somebody who was like, oh, my favorite Pokemon is Pineco. And I'm like, this is the first time anybody has ever said why they, like, what their favorite Pokemon, like, what Pineco's their favorite Pokemon. And I was like, why? Why do you like Pineco so much? And they went into, like, this whole, like, sad story about, you know, they had a Pineco plushie or something when they were a kid, and then it means so much to them. And I was kind of like, wait, hold up. That's actually so cute. And I feel like there's people who look at the overrated Pokemon. Sure, maybe you have a special connection with it, but I don't know. I just want to know why Umbreon is so loved. But I guess I can understand. The shiny's really nice. I won't lie. I think it is one of the best evolution shinies. But There's, I don't know. I just feel like, in my personal opinion, Espeon's better.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
There's two sorts of people, right? There's Espeon people and Umbreon people. I mean,
I will say, Espeon's shiny is really bad. I hate the Espeon shiny.
oh my gosh.
It hurts my eyes to look at. I wish she was like blue or pink or something. But like bright green is kind of gross.
There was somebody who posted on Twitter that was like the Coliseum version of Espeon is different than the regular one. I think it's still green, but it looks cuter. It's like a mint green.
Coliseum. Do I know how to spell Coliseum?
I don't. I found that out recently.
Okay, I can't spell it. Google is already telling me I've spelled it wrong. Oh, you know what? See? I prefer this green over the current Espeon green. It's like a nice yellow light green.
Yeah.
To me, this looks
I don't know. It's charming. Yeah.
Very, very charming. But, yeah. Sorry, Umbreon lovers. I think Umbreon's a little overrated. But you know what? I respect
it. It's okay. You know what? I agree. Everyone should hate Umbreon.
So you can have more of the Umbreon stuff.
Yeah.
I get it. My favorite Pokemon. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I don't mean to interrupt.
I was just saying. I collect Raichu cards, and it's like 100 million times easier than Umbreon.
Everything Umbreon is just expensive.
Yeah.
Everything Umbreon doesn't matter. It's like, come on, guys. There's like 7 other evolutions. Pick another one. I don't know. Pick Leafeon.
Leafeon's pretty cool.
I think it was such a missed opportunity with the shiny, though. Have you seen shiny Leafeon?
Isn't it just like the same except slightly orange on them?
It's like a slightly lighter green.
Oh my god, no way. What is this?
Yeah, I was telling my chat a few times. I'm like, damn, it's such a missed opportunity. They could have done like autumn colors where the Leafeon was like orange, yellow, brown, right?
Okay, that's what I thought I saw. Maybe it was just people like...
Maybe people making them what they wish they wanted.
They're just like, whatever. I'm gonna make my own.
Exactly.
Cute. I always like when people do that too.
Someone in chat asked for both of us, do you think there is one Pokemon that is nobody's favorite?
That makes me sad to think about.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
I don't know. There's some kind of weird guys. Like, I don't remember his name. What's the guy who's like literally just a frisbee? What's this?
A frisbee?
Yeah, it just looks like a frisbee. I don't remember what his name is. Zubat. No, I know people who like Zubat. They're not in the majority. There are people out there like Zubat. No, where's the frisbee? I'm gonna look up frisbee Pokemon.
Frisbee? Orthworm.
Oh, wait. Here. Wait, it actually came up. Bronzor. There we go.
Oh, Bronzor!
I forgot his name. He's kind of just a guy with eyeballs.
I'm wondering if Orthworm is anybody's favorite. Do you know Orthworm?
I don't know. Let me look. Hold on.
Let me send you Orthworm right now.
I'm afraid.
I will say I don't really like Orthworm, but you know what? I'm sure there's somebody out there that likes Orthworm and is its favorite.
No. There's like, what was that little spider guy at the beginning of Scarlet and Violet? I didn't really see
Tarantula?
about him. Yeah, they're just like little guys. And
they're so tiny.
I didn't really see anyone talking. I just like kind of got ignored. I was like, oh.
Aww. I love hearing when people say their favorite Pokemon is something like I've never heard of. Or not never heard of, but like, you know, when I ask people what their favorite Pokemon is, half the time I hear like, oh man, I really love Charizard. I love Eevee. I love Pikachu. I love, I don't know, Blaziken or something. Just like answers you'd probably hear from somebody. But
yeah,
I mean,
like starters, evolution,
exactly.
legendaries, the goals.
But how many times
you hear?
are you gonna hear somebody say, "Damn, my favorite Pokemon is Bonsley"? You're not gonna hear that very often. I love Bonsley.
It's okay, yeah. I shout out to anyone who has a quirky favorite Pokemon. I don't know. I'm too attached to Bulbasaur for him to not be my.
Is he like your favorite?
Yeah, he's always been my favorite forever.
Oh, go ahead.
Wait, I'm trying to think. How old is Pokemon now?
Pokemon's very old.
Almost 30 years, but not 30 years in NA. So like 27 years. Yeah. I'm old.
No, it's okay. I'm a few million years old. It's okay.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you are old.
My favorite is Pancham.
Oh my god! Wait, no, it's so cute.
I love Pancham.
He's a cute little guy.
He's an adorable guy. It's because my favorite animals are pandas. I just like bears. I think bears are so cute. I love the bear Pokemon. Too. I love like Pikachu. I love Pancham. I love Teddy Ursa. So.
Oh my god! I saw a Teddy Ursa plushie at the store like a few months ago, and I was like, wait, why have they never made Pokemon teddy bears before now? That's crazy to think about. They should have jumped on that right away.
Build-A-Bear has.
No, I mean like literally.
Like teddy bear Pokemon?
Teddy bears. Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's the first time I ever seen like just like in a Target like a Teddy Ursa. I was like, wait, this is so cute. Because even if you don't like Pokemon, you'd probably be like, oh, this is a cute little bear. I will tame it. Yeah.
I went to Target this past weekend with my friends, and I didn't even know they made a Bellybolt Squishmallow. And I absolutely love Bellybolt, and they were trying to convince me to buy it, but
Did you get the really big one?
I wanted the really big one, but I was just like, I shouldn't. I'm already having like a hard time finding room in my house for plushies, because they're literally everywhere. They're on my couch. They're like sitting in the empty chairs in my dining room. Like
I'm looking around right now, and I'm like, oh no.
I'm also surrounded by plushies right now. I'm also surrounded, but man. I love Bellybolt. Bellybolt's so cool.
There was a Fuecoco one too that was there, and I was like, I cried when I saw him. I just ran up and I hugged it, and I was like, I can't take you home, but I will embrace you in the store.
He's a baby.
He was like the first like fire type where I was like, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Because he just had this stupid little look on his face, and I was like, he's gonna die if I don't take him. So.
The lights are on, but nobody's home.
No, literally.
Do you have like a type you gravitate towards when you're picking starters?
Grass. Grass type.
It's water for me, but I felt like that was a very obvious answer.
Yes.
Actually, my favorite starter has become Sprigatito. Because Sprigatito looks almost exactly like my IRL cat.
Oh, cute!
That's why I'm like, oh my god, it's my cat.
Like the little floops.
Yeah, she's
Sprigatito is so good, though. I agree. That's why I was shocked when I went up to like get my Pokemon. I was like, oh, I can't believe I'm doing. I'm gonna pick Sprigatito.
Fuecoco's a very good pick, though. I love Fuecoco. I'm doing another run right now on Pokemon Scarlet, and I chose Fuecoco this time around.
Yay!
So
this little guy run.
Yeah, he's so cool. I just like how he also gets like a hat as he evolves. He's just like a bigger and bigger hat.
Yeah. There's a lot of hats in that game.
Heck yeah. I'm excited to finish it.
Little fancy hats.
I like doing shiny hunting.
I've never shiny hunted.
If you're a
never
very
done it.
patient person, I would highly recommend it. I just like the grindy aspect of games. So I enjoy doing like the Pokedex. So I have a personal file. I have a Pokemon Violet personal file. That's where I play. I picked Sprigatito, and I'm working on the living dex right now. So I was doing Mousehold, and you know how like Mousehold it's like a family. It's like 2 parents and like 2 kids. So there's like a 1 in 100 chance when you evolve it from Tandem Mouse to Mousehold that it only comes with 1 kid. And I sat there for 4 hours just evolving Tandem Mouse and hoping I can get the one singular child.
No! Wait, that's so sad! Oh, no.
Yeah,
the implications! The implications! No! Oh my god.
It's just a single child, a family of 3.
That's so cute.
I love it. It's so fun. I don't mind doing like the grindy stuff because usually I'll like do something else while I'm doing shiny hunting, once like watching a TV show or doing something else. But I absolutely
I want to try it one day, but I'm also like, what if I don't?
I mean, you don't have to. It's not for everybody. People can enjoy the games any way they want.
I don't know. I want to try at least once so I can know if I like it or not. I always like watching people I always like the reactions when they get the thing they want. I'm like, wow.
I got a shiny
I wouldn't fit through
Pink
that.
recently on my Scarlet file. So if you eat, I guess, certain sandwiches. I wasn't very familiar with the sandwich mechanic until recently because I haven't played that much Scarlet and Violet, admittedly. So if you eat like certain sandwiches in the game, certain types of Pokemon, like you'll get like a fairy type sparkling power level 2 or something, and fairy Pokemon in the area have a higher chance of being shiny.
Oh, okay.
So my chat came into my Pokemon Scarlet world and made like that sandwich. So just a bunch of Tinkatinks were spawning, and eventually after maybe like an hour and a half a shiny one popped up and I caught it and I was super happy.
Didn't they change it so there's no like indicator for shinies?
Yeah, you have to look very closely.
Terrifying.
Especially it sucks for the people who are shiny hunting like tiny Pokemon. Like I already have such bad eyesight, so I can barely tell sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. The very thought of that is like kind of terrified me when I played it because I saw a bunch of people were like playing and then they went to like their stats and it said shiny seen and it was like 1 and they were like, what?
When did I see that?
What was that?
I wish they didn't have that. Because I'm like, when did I see it? I didn't see anything.
I would perish. It scares me.
Aww.
Paranoia all around.
No, I've seen those videos where streamers who are doing shiny hunts, they miss it, and then like their chat is screaming at them to like look, and by the time they notice it like despawns. Those videos always make me really sad.
Oh my god. Oh my god, to get it like on like stream, like caught in 4K. Not paying attention. I couldn't do it.
No, I get it. I 100% understand.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Next one. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I don't really know. I don't get it. I don't get
Oh.
Like, the height. He's cool. But I believe he won like the most popular Pokemon pool in Japan. I was like, oh. Guess we'll be seeing this guy in a lot of cards.
It really didn't help that Greninja was also like Ash's Pokemon. in the anime,
Okay,
and Greninja
I will
did
say-
like a big thing.
I will say Ash's Greninja is cool, but in general, as a Pokemon, I don't quite understand the hype. He's like the current, like the youth's Charizard, and I'm like, well.
Oh, now that you say it like that, I do think Greninja
Yeah.
is the youth's Charizard. It's like the new Charizard.
Yeah. I'm just like, what?
I was a Delphox Glazer, so I 100% get it. I think Greninja's just very strong. I think he was good for my VGC people in chat. Maybe I'm recalling wrong, but I also remember he was pretty like good in VGC as well. So maybe that could help that, or maybe I'm thinking about TCG, because TCG Greninja for a while it finally got rotated. It was one of the most broken cards in the game.
That was Radiant, right?
Radiant Greninja, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was good in singles VGC. Got it. Okay, not doubles. Not standard VGC. Ah, okay. Yeah. No, I completely get it. I'm not really huge on Greninja. I'm kind of sitting here like, I guess his concept is cool, but I like the other starters better. Like, I wouldn't
Yeah,
put
that's kind of what I'm saying.
Greninja over Fennekin, and I honestly like Chespin a little more than Greninja. I think Chespin's a cool guy.
Oh man,
Rookie.
he gets bullied.
Chespin does get bullied, and I never really understood why.
I don't know.
I thought Chespin was cool. I liked the Delphox concept more.
Yeah, I went with
The wizard concept.
I'm pretty sure I
almost.
did with the Fennekin Gen. I
Mm.
don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you, I kinda fell off of Pokemon for a while after Gen 5 because
That's valid.
I liked it Gen 6, but the pacing for the game really tired me out. Like, I know they're trying something different. Yeah, I know they're trying something different, but I was like, dang, could sure use the gym about now. And then the rest of the game felt really rushed. It was like, gym. It was like, oh, I think they did this like after the fact. Like they shuffled some stuff around.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we'll make this part really long and different. It wasn't in a good way, in my opinion. I don't know.
I get it.
I also like the pixel Pokemon a little more.
It's more nostalgic, I get it.
3D.
I felt similarly.
It has more like I don't know, soul to it because they are all different in each game.
Yeah. I kind of felt the same way with Sun and Moon. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Sun and Moon. I love the concept of like Alola and Hawaii, and I liked how there were different islands and like different Pokemon resided on different islands.
That was a game where they really did try and change things up a lot. It was like they tried to do an X and Y, but they really did it. Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon was just very cutscene heavy, which I enjoyed.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Sorry, you got incoming,
No,
but it was very cutscene heavy, and I was kind of like, can I just play the game? I want to play the game.
Yeah.
Like, the story's
like,
cool.
Stop talking to me, kid. I'm some Pokemon.
It's just stop talking to me. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, yeah. I don't really have a whole lot to say about this. I was like,
I get it. I fully
he
understand.
Counts as a overrated boy, I think.
No, I 100% understand where you're coming from, and I feel honestly pretty similarly. So
okay, cool.
I will not argue with you. This is a very valid take in my opinion. Alright. I think we touched on this a little bit earlier, and I feel like maybe this isn't that hot of a take, but some people might get upset. I think Pikachu is overrated.
Yeah.
I much prefer Pichu and Raichu over Pikachu. I think those evolutions are better Or like, not evolutions. Those Pokemon are better than Pikachu. It's cuter and cooler.
I agree. I'm not going to speak too much about this because spoilers for later. In the most underrated Pokemon section, I have a lot to say about a certain Pokemon there. However, I like Pikachu. He's cool. I have a Pikachu plushie on my desk right now. But there's too many. There's too much. Like, he gets too much merch. He gets too much attention. And, like, there's a whole line of Pikachu. And there's, like, Pikachu lookalikes. And none of them really get as much attention. Like I said, I really like Pachirisu.
Pachirisu's so cute.
So,
yeah.
Honestly, all the Pikachu look like they're cute. I like them. So I like Pikachu, but I want some variety in Pokemon merch and stuff.
I 100% get it. I kind of agree. I think just Pikachu. I get that it's the mascot and it's probably one of the most like recognizable characters in just history, like in media. So I understand why they are very much like Pikachu. But it does get really tiring, especially when in my personal opinion, feel that the pre-evolution and then the evolution of Pikachu are just so much cooler Pokemon. So yeah, sorry Pikachu lovers.
Pikachu's cool. I don't feel bad for Pikachu lovers. They get everything. They get all this
everything. They're very spoiled.
Exclusive plushies all the time and tons of cards. I don't feel bad.
It's like, give another Pokemon different outfits, you know? Like
oh my god, that was such a good idea. Oh my god, do you play any Pokemon Unite?
I used to. I played a lot of it when it first came out because I'm an ex League of Legends player. So it was just nice to play a MOBA that wasn't 40 minutes long.
Yeah, that was exactly the reason I liked it. I was like, wow, it's like League, except I don't hate myself after I play it. Wow.
Exactly, and there's no all chat for me to be toxic in, you know? You know? To be fair, there were people who were really bad at that game. It was all the kids.
They still are.
There's also...
So, they do costumes in that game really well. Oh my god, they're so cute. I like die every time I see one. They're just so adorable. There's a little... Lapras has a little dress. I'm like, what the heck is this?
It's like, make plushies of that, Pokemon.
I know. I don't know. I hope / wish they would incorporate some of that stuff into the other games because it's just adorable. I don't know. And it looks okay. It doesn't look like weird and it just looks, I don't know. My little Eldegoss with like little bows.
Eldegoss! I love Eldegoss.
I only play Eldegoss. I play like Eldegoss and Venus. And that's
I don't even remember what I was playing. I'll be honest. I think I played Ninetales, the Alolan one.
Ah, okay. I had my little cousins over when the game came out, and they played Alolan Ninetales and Garchomp, and they're still like in my top 5 Pokemon played because they just kept turning the game on and then being like, I'm done, and then turned off the Switch, and I was like, uh-oh. And I couldn't play ranked for like a week because I had so many penalties on my account. Dodging games. It was so funny.
They lowered your MMR.
Yeah, they were so sweet though because they ended up getting a Switch after that because their dad was like, I can't believe you guys are behaving. And I was like, wait, should I not have them hold my Switch this entire time? But
you fixed them.
They got one. Yeah, I did.
You fixed them.
I made them take turns.
So you know what? The long-term effects were outweighed the short-term.
Yeah, kinda. Okay. Next Overrated Pokemon.
You know, I think I
You know
named
what?
all of mine.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I have 2 more.
You have 2 more? Alright, let's hear it.
Yeah. I'll just put them both together. Sorry for any, I don't know, Deoxys heads out there.
He is ugly. I don't really like Deoxys either.
Mewtwo? Okay. I just like Mew more. That's literally it. I just like Mew more. That's all.
I will say...
Oh,
sorry, I'm yawning. I had a bunch
okay.
of caffeine before this. That's so weird. I agree with the Deoxys. Deoxys is just strange.
kind of weird
Not
dude.
really,
And I feel like he...
really good to look at.
I don't know. I just feel like he's kind of cramping everyone else's style. Like, there's this cool dynamic between the, like, legendaries, and then he just shows up. Like, okay, whatever. You're not a cool monster guy. You're just an alien dude. I don't know. Just seems out of place to me.
Yeah. He has some cool cards, though. I really like the little one where Deoxys looked like it was like abducting somebody or something in like the spaceship. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
Let me see if I can find it.
I know.
It was a
cool
Sword
one
and Shield card. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know.
Is it the Crown Zenith one?
Is it Crown Zenith? It might be. You know what? It might be.
I just assume all great cards are from Crown
Yes,
Zenith.
Crown Zenith. It has like the, what is it? The Orbeetle? That Orbeetle?
I like the Glaceon card in Crown Zenith.
Crown Zenith is just so good. I think Crown Zenith is just a peak set. Such a good
I
set.
love that it was underrated because I could just go into the store and pick it up whenever.
Nowadays, it's not the same.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah, I got some of the...
I found a tin like about a month ago. Yeah. It was a Articuno tin with Crown Zenith in it, so I'm like, yippee!
Crown Zenith is a good set. I'm so glad I picked up a lot of the cards when they were still like cheap, and now they're pretty cheap. I'm like, no.
Yeah. I was like, every time I would go to my card shop, I would just pick up like out of like the $1, $2 binder, like all the trainer gallery cards, because for some reason just no one cared about them for so long. I'm like, mine.
Now everybody cares.
Yeah, I'm like,
now everybody cares. And like, I get it. But man, I have the Mewtwo Yupiistar, and I got it.
Oh yeah,
I pulled it when it was like only like $20, and now it's like $90. Oh my god, what
it's
happened?
a lot now.
What happened?
I got the Mewtwo and the Entei. Entei's pretty cool. Yeah.
Entei's a cool guy.
He's a neat little guy. Yeah. He's a little guy in the mountain. Alright. Okay, so now the hate mob is done.
We have underrated now.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that the Trubbish line is underrated.
Oh my god!
I love Trubbish. I think Trubbish is
what
so
is
cute.
everyone mean to Trubbish?
Well, I'm like, it's not his fault. He was born stinky. It's like he can't do anything about it. He just wants friends. Like, I'll look past your stink. You're a cool guy.
Stinky boy.
He's a little stinky boy, but he's so nice. Why is everybody mean to him? And he looks so sad all the time, and it makes me sad.
Because he's in the garbage.
He is in the garbage.
He's in the garbage.
It makes me so sad for him.
Yeah. Did you know that there was like Pokemon merch, and it was like for all the cat Pokemon.
Cat?
Yeah, kitty cat Pokemon, and Trubbish was on there.
Wait, is Trubbish a cat?
I don't know, but apparently, according to this very specific collab from Pokemon Center, he was. Wait, here, I found it.
Oh, please show me, because I have no idea. It's a
okay,
trash
here's
cat.
The art. Here's the art. Right? And it has a bunch of kitty cats on it, and he's like hanging out there, and I'm like, wait,
he's just there.
Is he a kitty cat? We've all been ignoring him this entire time.
He's just eating the diplets.
Yeah.
Or the applets.
Sorry.
Aww. That's so funny.
Sorry.
He's so cool.
It makes sense. Because he's like, you know, going through the trash. That's what cats do. Street cats. I don't know.
Oh, is it lepa berries? It looks like an apple to me.
No! Apple!
It looked like an apple to me. Sorry, chat.
No!
I don't know my Pokemon berries.
It's gonna die.
I don't know them.
Anyway.
Nah.
I don't know. He's
catfish.
apparently an honorary cat Pokemon.
You know what?
They know, the artist knows something that we don't.
I'm gonna look this up. Is Trubbish a cat Pokemon?
And also, I like that they have the catfish Pokemon in the background. That was a nice touch as well. With the wish cat.
A whole Reddit thread. Somebody.
It's all I read it through.
Trubbish is not a cat. Hear me out. Trubbish is just rubbish, right? So what's another word for rubbish? Litter. And what do you call a group of cats? Litter.
Oh my god.
It's because it's a litter.
They're onto something. Oh my god.
Maybe that's why he's there.
Maybe. I just like the idea that there's just a little cat in there somewhere. What
So
if it's
cute.
like secretly a meow with like regional variant and we don't know? Because he's in a little bag.
I think somebody said the Joltik's there. Wait,
yeah.
is Sneasel a cat?
You know, I also questioned this. I was like, wait, why is Sneasel here? Because Sneasel I thought was Weasel, right? Like Weasel, Sneasel. Yeah.
Let me see. Google.
So I don't know.
Sneasel is not a cat. Oh wait, never mind. It's officially regarded as a cat. Never mind. I'm done.
What? Okay.
It is a cat.
Okay. Alright.
I guess there was a scene in Pokemon where there were a bunch of cats together and Sneasel was in it.
I see. Interesting. Yeah, I mean he's in this collab. I don't remember what the
I won't
items
question
were for this
it.
one, but
I think the Joltik's there because you know how like cats react to bugs really funny? I think that's why the Joltik's there.
yes, I will accept that. Yeah, he's just hanging out. Being
cool
like the little laser.
Ah!
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite
light
cat
up one.
Pokemon?
Skitty! I love Skitty.
Skitty.
I have a Skitty plushie next to me right now.
Ah, good choice.
Just a cute little guy.
Friggin'
I also got
mine.
Skitty in my mystery dungeon. My first mystery dungeon run.
Speaking of underrated, mystery dungeon games are underrated. They're not talked about enough.
I also kind of died. I don't know what happened.
I don't know
Why did that happen?
I don't know why.
Whatever.
But
they'll come back one day, maybe.
yeah, I'm really hoping they do a mystery dungeon on the Switch.
They're like so well regarded. It's so weird that it just kinda
Exactly. I think people just like the classic game of you're the trainer, here's your Pokemon, catch Pokemon. Because Mystery Dungeon's more like, I feel like, story RPG. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you can argue that the main games are like that too, but I feel like Mystery Dungeon's a little more linear. There's not that much you can do. But yeah, I need to revisit Mystery Dungeon. That was one of the first games. Right after I finished Diamond and Pearl, I played Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, and
oh my gosh,
little old Poseidon was crying her eyes out at a very young age.
What a way to start! Wow.
I know. So
okay.
Good game. Underrated.
Oh my gosh. Okay, underrated Pokemon, underrated game. You heard it here. Okay, alright. We already talked about him a little bit, but I'm gonna do it more.
Okay.
Alright, justice for Raichu, okay? He is such a fine lad, and he's kind of like shadow banned because of Pikachu. Because Pikachu's got his own item! To not have to evolve. What the heck? What other Pokemon gets this sort of preferential treatment?
Nobody.
No one, I say.
Nobody.
And it's like he has an evolution. He doesn't need it. No, I love
Don't you need a Thunderstone?
Cute.
To evolve Pikachu into Raichu?
Yeah.
So just don't give him the Thunderstone.
But you can't just like. But I like Raichu. I want Raichu. I want people to choose Raichu
I also
more.
like Raichu too. Oh, not Raichu. Okay. Yeah, I think Raichu's a cooler Pikachu. I mean, look at him. Like, how can you sit here and tell me that Pikachu's cooler than Raichu? Even Raichu has a really sick Alolan form. I love Alolan Raichu.
Alolan Raichu is like the singular time they have ever acknowledged that Raichu kind of exists. That's kind of messed up. Like, what the heck? Leave him alone.
Man.
Anyway, I really like him. I also, on a very weird roundabout note, I really liked it when Raichu had his little paw pattern go all the way around. And he had like a little cute little pink dot bottom of his foot. And it was adorable. And they retconned it at some point. But whatever.
We have to take back what they took from us.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care that much. At least they fixed it with the Alolan Raichu. Yeah. Okay, we'll put him back. He deserves so much more than he gets.
I get it. I completely get it. I think Raichu's a cool guy. Not enough love for sure. He needs more love. I guess my next underrated Pokemon, and you know, I just slowly realized this recently, but I think I have a hyperfixation on Pokemon that isn't just like one Pokemon, but it's like a group of Pokemon. I really like for example, I really like Mousehold because I think it's cute that it's a family. I for some reason just really enjoy that. So my next Pokemon
very cute.
is Phalanx from Sword and Shield.
Oh,
I think very underrated. It's just a little marching guys. I really like the way they walk. I just like how they're all in line with each other and they're just together.
They're just friends.
They're just friends. I love that. I love Phalanx. Phalanx is such a cool Pokemon. They're just little guys, and there's so many of them.
Let me get a little picture of him for the audience. There you go. Look at how charming. Yeah, look at him. Look at him go. Aww.
Look at them go. They're so cool. I don't know. I also really like Dragapult and Hydreigon because it's like multiple heads. multiple Pokemon.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I think that's also there's some of my favorite dragons. And I just slowly realized, because one of my friends was like, I didn't like, what is it with you and like multiple Pokemon in one? I'm like, oh, you're right. I think I just love family.
Yeah, that's so wholesome. Also, did you know that they put fillings in Pokemon Unite?
Did they?
Yeah. Yeah.
How does he work?
I don't know if he's out yet. I don't know if he's out yet. I don't play no more.
I haven't played it in years. I have to log on at some point.
Oh, it came out last year. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna play again because Alolan Raichu came out.
Oh, did Alolan Raichu come out?
Yeah.
Oh, do you mean Alolan Raichu?
I want to. I haven't had a chance to play it because we've just been busy.
Fair. I get that. Like, it's only so much time in the day, you know?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Play more Pokemon. Okay. I'm gonna play them as a unit. They left.
They're just guys.
They're just little guys. Okay. This one's kind of a technicality more than one.
Okay. Let me hear it.
The less popular box legendaries. Okay. I just felt bad for him. Not gonna lie, that's why I put him on the list. I just felt bad for him because, like, I am a Lugia enjoyer. Lugia is my favorite legendary Pokemon, and I was just thinking about how there is like very few Ho cards that go for a lot of like where they're super like desired, except when they're like super duper rare, like I don't know, like the crystal Ho or something like that. But it always seems to be very in the shadow of like it's like here's Ho, oh that looks pretty, and here's Lugia. Yeah, let's go. You know.
I won't lie. I'm a little bit traumatized with Lugia because it's the TCG. It was a really, really annoying deck to deal with. But I was always a Ho-Oh girly, but I completely understand where you're coming from.
Yeah,
Koraidon's cool. I love Zacian as well.
That picture made me really sad. I saw on Twitter a long time ago. I was like, oh no.
That's fair.
No one wants him. This is so sad. Please, someone take him home. I don't know.
He needs a home. Sad. Somebody please adopt him. Somebody's gonna be me. 300
of them. Because they don't sell. I don't know. It just made me sad.
Fair enough.
Give them a little bit of love. I also, even though I love Lugia, I think Ho-Oh's cards end up looking very beautiful. They're so beautiful. And it just because it's not as popular Pokemon, it kind of goes under the radar.
I agree.
Maybe the next set will change that. I don't know. See?
Yeah, we see more Lugia cards because we have like even like the Shadow Lugia. I think that's a pretty pricey card. Lugia got like the cool illustrations like a few years back, so you don't really see Ho-Oh very often pop up, which hurts my heart because I was always a Ho-Oh stan. I absolutely love Ho-Oh.
Oh yeah, I was silver girly, but I like Ho-Oh as a Pokemon. It's just I always felt bad. It was like I remember getting a Ho-Oh card. It was bent in half.
Oh no!
And I was like, I like adopting like strangely abused cards into my collection, so I was like, I will take him. And
oh, wait, that's kind of sweet.
Yeah, I like them. I have some like cards that have gone in the washing machine. The washing machine, they're like, I've ruined it. And I'm like, no, don't throw it away. I will take it. So I just have like these silly cards in my binder. Even my very first card that I ever got was from like the original tutorial like deck, and it was like a Machamp, and it is so messed up, but it has so many memories.
Exactly.
I'm like, I carried that little guy around. I didn't even like Machamp. I was so proud of my little card. I was carrying around at school. Like, look what I have. And everyone else had one.
I get it. Because I actually had this conversation with a friend recently. We were talking about how, for like collector's sake, unless you're gonna like grade the card, I don't really mind getting like, damaged cards. They were also talking about that too, I don't really care if it's like heavily damaged. I mean, if it's gonna be like sitting in a binder, for example, right? Like, who's gonna open the binder, take the card out of like the binder, and be like, man, this is not a PSA 10? Like, who's gonna do that? Just, looking at it, and honestly, if it's damaged or you can see it's been through a lot, in my opinion, there's more personal value to it, because it's been loved.
Yeah, no, it's true. And a part of that is, like, I don't know, when the game first came out, no one was using, like, sleeves or anything. We just slapped them into our little, like, $10 binders.
Yeah.
And prayed, basically, that they didn't slide out or something. So, like, I don't know, that, like, they all have, that's one of the reasons it's hard to, like, if you find someone else's collection, usually the cards are not in great shape.
Yeah,
it's
I agree.
the old new stock that you get a lot of, like, the PSA 10s and stuff. Because back then we were just all running around touching the foil, and it stresses me out thinking about it, but that's what I used to like carry around my little cards in my backpack everywhere I went, just in case there was somebody to trade Pokemon cards with. I was like, what if
God forbid that one person?
Yeah, I was like, what if somebody's at the mall and they want to trade? I have to take them on.
No, I get it.
They're very loved. All of them are.
Yeah, I remember shoving cards in my backpack too, and then coming home and they were like all crumbled at the bottom.
No. It's like, oh.
My bad, guys.
Just a little bit of dust on there. Just
tiny
brush
bit.
that off.
You get it. You get it.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have another underrated Pokemon?
I think Feebas doesn't get enough love because everybody's so focused on my low deck.
Wait, no.
I think I have like a thing where people conventionally ugly Pokemon I tend to love. Because I'm like, I know nobody really loves you that much, but I love you, and I just want to make it known that I love you. That's why I love Trubbish. So I love Feebas as well.
Sweet. Because, like, the whole point of Feebas, right, is to make it, like, prettier so that it evolves.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like you're implying that, it's just not good enough the way it is. And it's kind of sad to think about.
Yeah, because everybody loves, like, I think the reason with Feebas, right? Because it's supposed to be, like, the ugly Pokemon evolves into the pretty, beautiful one. And I agree, Milotic's one of my favorite water types. But I love Feebas. Like, I almost kind of prefer Feebas over Milotic.
I just found a Feebas plushie on Amazon.
I need it, but I should not.
I don't know why this picture is so funny to me, but it's like from the front. Hold on. Let me get...
The what?
Why is it? What?
I love it. So cool.
I've never seen a Feebas from the front, but now we have in plushie form. Oh. Hashtag not affiliated, but you can find it on Amazon, $27. So there he is.
He's so cute.
The little guy.
So
The trash
cute.
can. Bye.
He needs more love. I love him so much.
He's also a good, kind of like, we were talking about, oh, people get upset because there's, like, more than one type of Pokemon. It's like, Feebas is kind of like a Magikarp, right? But it's its own thing, and it's okay that there's two of them, because, of course, like, there's birds outside, and I'm like, oh, are these the same kind of bird? And some bird expert will be like, no, that's a different type of bird. I'm like, I don't care, it's a bird. They're cute. You know?
Fair
So
enough,
it's okay.
fair enough.
There's different, similar-looking fishes in the ocean. That makes sense, right?
No, I get it. Yeah,
Okay.
Feebas. Love Feebas. Feebas is just a cool, chill guy.
This Pokemon, I am defensive, very defensive about. Yeah, here he is.
Vanillite!
Do not bully my son. He is so good.
I love the Vanillite.
He's just a little baby.
He's just
and he got
a soft serve.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like your Trubbish thing, right? Where people were just like, oh, there's Pokemon's literally trash, blah, blah, blah. Oh, literally ice cream. Shut up. He's cute.
He is adorable, and he deserves the world.
Look at him. Look at his smile. Blushing, but his blush is icicle. Oh,
so cute. I remember my first round of Black and White. I used the Vanillite. And I remember everybody at the time like, damn, Pokemon's running out of ideas. They really had to make an ice cream into a Pokemon. I'm like, that's cool. They should do that more often.
Yeah, he's cute.
He's so adorable. I get it.
He's
I stand
one of my
by
favorite
you.
designs.
I think so too. I just think Gen 5 had such cool Pokemon. Like Chandelure, a Chandelier as a Pokemon, I thought was kind of genius.
Sick, yeah.
As a ghost type.
Awesome. I don't know why people are so much Gen 5, but I don't know. This is every time every corner was like, oh, Peak has appeared. I must catch it.
Fair enough, fair enough. Krokorok? Krokorok's cool. Sorry, someone chats a Krokorok.
Yeah, no, that's like, okay, hold on. I'm gonna just show my slide. I was gonna wait till later, but I want to show it now.
Oh!
Every Gen 5 Pokemon.
Yes!
Every single one of them.
Yes! Valid! Very valid! Gen 5 is peak!
Look how many great Pokemon I can see just from, like, a glance. They're amazing. Oh my god. I don't know. Whatever. Fight me if you think otherwise, chat.
Except the monkeys. No, the monkeys are cool! Simiseed!
Leave them alone!
All of them are so cool. Simisage, Simipour. I thought
the only time I get mad is if I pulled... Okay, when I was pulling cards from, I think it was Plasma Blast.
Oh my god, Plasma Blast was so long ago.
Freaking monkeys. I was like, stop it! No more monkeys! That was the only time I was mad at them. It was then. Because I kept... Every pack I got was a monkey!
That's fair. I think I really liked Gen 5. I think it also got too much hate.
Yeah.
Too much hate.
I love Gen 5 with all my heart and soul. That was also when I got back into playing Pokemon TCG because my local league had been gone like for years and years.
Aww.
And so I was like, I didn't really get to decide I was gonna stop. I just kind of stopped because no one was there to play. And then I got a card pack and I saw that Pokemon TCG online at the time was a thing, and I was like, and I spent so much money on codes, and I was so happy.
What a good time. Black and White was a fun time.
Yeah.
In TCG. I have a lot of fond memories from there too.
Had
I was very young
my
though.
Darkrai deck.
Oh! Not the
Mhm.
Darkrai deck.
Wow. I did not feel bad because there were Mewtwo's everywhere, so I was
I remember. I know exactly
killing
what
Darkrai.
meta you were talking about. I know
I was like,
exactly.
no,
No,
I will fight
absolutely not.
I will bully you with Darkrai. Wow. Got my little tins, so I got my promo because my luck at actually pulling cards sucked.
I just think the pull rates back then were not that great.
They were brutal. I remember
They're
looking at
horrible.
my like physical cards, and I was like, dang, I actually had like no physical cards from back then because I never pulled. I just had the promos.
But there's nothing wrong with that either. I think promo cards are underrated.
Yeah.
Promo cards are cool.
I remember they used to be really cheap, and I was like kind of sticker shocked when one day I was like, oh, I want to get that one promo card I remember seeing forever ago. It's probably not worth that much.
Mm-hmm.
It was worth a lot. It was worth a whole lot. It's like, what the heck? It was just a card they threw into a booster, like a blister pack or something. Calm down. It was Umbreon though, so.
Yeah, boosts. A lot of the old promos now are pretty pricey because they're just not around anymore. There's not very many that are in good condition. People kind of just threw them out or gave them away or something when they came out because they were not worth a lot of money. But now the Pokemon card craze is huge. Everybody's kind of scrambling for the old stuff.
Well, it's because you can't pull them either, right? Like, you need to have whatever it came in to get it, or just have the card. So, kind of weird like that.
Yeah. Fair.
All right.
Let's see. I kind of, my next one was Gothitelle, but I already kind of went into that with the Gardevoir. I actually have one more on the list. I have Meganium as an underrated Pokemon.
Wait! Oh, Meganium!
I love Meganium. I love Johto just in general. I think Johto is one of the coolest regions. And I won't lie, I did pick Cyndaquil in my Heart Gold Soul Silver run. However, I love Meganium, and I never understood why everybody hated it. I never understood. There's so much Meganium slander I've seen online. It's like, wow, Meganium's ugly. Wow, Meganium's not strong. Wow, why was Meganium even a Pokemon? I'm like, why are you guys so mean? What did Meganium hurt you?
Meganium's a dinosaur. Dinosaurs
Exactly.
are cool.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what the heck?
That's what I'm saying.
It turns from like a literal cute little like squash into a dinosaur. How do you not like this? I don't know, because it has a little pink flower. Are you threatened by the little pink flower?
Exactly.
I don't like. It's cute. It's fine.
And I hope, and I'm pretty sure in ZA, Pokemon Legends ZA, Meganium's gonna get a mega evolution.
Everyone's gonna be like, oh, never mind. Meganium is cool. I've been a Meganium enjoyer since day one. Shut up. We know.
If you were a Meganium enjoyer since day one, I genuinely have so much respect for you.
Yeah, it's like, it's I don't know. Like, I like all of Gen 2's starters. They're
I think they're all cool, yeah.
Hopefully. Angry again.
No, you're fine. The anger is valid.
Everyone was kind of everyone was kind of mean to Typhlosion too. I remember, like, I understand Charizard. Everyone liked Charizard, whatever.
Are you talking about
Typhlosion-
recently or like before?
No, before.
Okay.
Before. So, like, Typhlosion is obviously not Charizard. I get that. But he's still a cool Pokemon. I don't know. I like his color palette and stuff. And Cyndaquil's adorable. Just a little baby.
Cyndaquil is a baby. I love Cyndaquil.
And Quilava is cool too. There was a card I used to love. Is it Dark Quilava?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Dark Quilava's cool.
Oh my god, it was one of my favorite cards. Cool as heck looking. It's like, how do you not like this dude?
Typhlosion and Charizard has the same exact stats? No way. Do they really?
Yeah, they
might as well be the same Pokemon.
But so it's not. So
it's not, yeah.
One of them is cute, and one of them is trendy. So
Typhlosion's better than Charizard.
There, look at him. Wow. Cool as heck.
Oh, yes. I think I have one copy of that card somewhere.
Yeah.
I always thought Quilava was cool. Even Totodile's cool.
This whole series was very cool. The Dark Typhlosion was...
They need to bring that back. Like the dark stuff. I mean, they brought back the trainer.
I have a lot to say about that side. I'm like, we're halfway. We gotta have the dark Pokemon too.
Exactly. I mean, if they're able to bring back the trainer Pokemon, I'm sure they're gonna bring back at some point like the dark and the light Pokemon. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, and then like the Delta species. What do you call
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we kind of have
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say we kind of have it, but
with the terrace.
A little different.
It's a little different.
The idea there's just a little guy, and it just happens to be a completely different typing. It's cool.
They're bringing Mega Evolutions back to TCG at the end of the year.
Yeah, they are.
They are. Unfortunately, they really said no more 3 prize card meta. They were like, just kidding. Mega Evolutions are back.
Yeah.
It's like, give me a break, guys. Give me a break.
Oh, well.
Solid,
like 3 months.
Yeah. It'll be here around the corner. I remember when they announced the trainer Pokemon, I wasn't aware of how fast it would come by. Because now we're going to be going into our second set.
Year.
It was Worlds last year. I'm excited for Worlds this year.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to get all hyped up by the actual announcements. I was like, because there are people like, oh, I can't wait to get an update on the new Pokemon games. Like, shut up. They're going to do TCG stuff.
I think it's cool that like every single year Pokemon just gets bigger and bigger. Because I remember Worlds used to just be like pretty, not big, but it wasn't small either. Now it's huge. To get into Worlds, it's like a lottery system. That's how many people want to go.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about.
Insane.
Yeah, wanted to go to one. It was like, I think during COVID, but it was just like I couldn't get to it. I was really close too. Like we were traveling nearby, and I was like, no, I want to go. But oh wow, it was one of the. I think it was in Tennessee or something. Yeah, I think it was in Nashville.
Oh, Nashville.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, it's so close. Why can't we go to it? But it was also during COVID.
Just glad that it's in a more accessible place, because the last 2 times it was in Hawaii, which is technically in the States, but I mean it's very expensive.
Usually,
it's been in Hawaii quite a few times, and then but they're bringing
when I was
it
just
back.
a little baby. I had like a magazine. They were like, my world is in Hawaii, and I was like, oh, this is the coolest thing ever. It's like the real Pokemon League. I was just shocked. I was shook. That was like a long time ago. It was like the baby beginning. Yeah. One day I want to go and just like, I don't think I'm good enough to participate. I want to be like an NPC in the crowd and cheer.
I know, but that's what I don't think I'm ever. Because the thing is, he made it really hard. Not really hard, which. So before, the way you qualified for Worlds in TCG, there was a point cap.
Yeah.
You had to hit a certain amount of points, and if you hit that certain amount of points, you got your automatic invite to Worlds. But now it's a top
like
125.
Yeah,
So
I don't
only 125
understand.
people.
I maybe they just like physically can't handle as many people as like actually would qualify, so they had to change things. But it's still a bummer.
The problem that we're having was that people who weren't I hate to diss anybody. I'm not gonna name drop anybody, but there were people who were able to get the amount of points, but not necessarily because they were doing like super duper well in events, but because they were going to so many events. So Pokemon had to make it so that the top 125 players in the continent would be the ones qualifying for Worlds.
That's crazy.
So
That's
yeah,
like, even a little bit more pay to win though.
it's a little bit it's a little more pay to win, but it's more reliant on skill.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
a little more reliant on skill because there were people who were traveling everywhere, like literally all over the world. Literally all over the world. They would be in like South Africa one week, and then the next week they were in Europe.
I kind of wish
the next week they were in Asia, just trying to grind points. But they weren't necessarily like topping. They would try to make like the top, because you'd get points if you earn top like a certain amount, and it isn't much. Like I think the people at regionals, people who get points are in top 512. So they were just trying to grind, max out their points as much as they can, but you know, their skill levels and placements weren't necessarily showing for it.
Right, yeah.
It was just, they were only able to make it to Worlds because they attended so many events, not necessarily because they were doing well at the events. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's not super fair that people live at these events and they're like, oh boy, this is the only event I can go to. I'm excited. And like so much random people show up and you're like, crud.
Yeah.
There's a lot more people here than I expected.
It's I
don't know.
No, it's okay. I think it's very interesting. I like talking about this stuff because I go to these regionals all the time. Because I'm both a player and a judge. I do both.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I wish I could go to events, but I live in the middle of nowhere. So
oh, no. You're valid.
Expensive.
Have you looked in the event locator for Pokemon?
There's like an entire mountain range of between me and the closest.
You know what? That's fair.
Yeah. They used to be like at my local league. There were like kids who were like, sometimes there'd be no one there, and I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, oh, well, there's a turn in Denver. And I'm like, what the? Your parents drive you to Denver to play Pokemon? Like, I can't do that as an adult.
There's some parents that are super duper passionate about their kids playing.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I guess my parents, like, my family members were all like older women. So like driving, over the mountain range was not like, I can do it. It's fine, but it is dangerous. Like you're like driving, and then all of a sudden you stop, and it's like somebody, entire family died because of a crash, and you're like, well, I guess I'm happy I wasn't 15 minutes ahead of where I am right now, and that was me. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, I try and avoid going there as much as possible.
I get it.
It's scary.
Atlantis is a little bit remote. Like, there's card shops here, But the major cities in the Pacific are a little bit away from me. So sometimes I'll be like doing like a League Cup, which is one of the larger, more competitive events that I judge, and I'll have people from different cities come drive like 2, sometimes 3 hours to come compete.
Wow.
I'm kind of like, why are you guys here?
Yeah, no, that's the thing. If you don't live close enough, it is like hours and hours and hours of driving to get to the closest thing. But
yeah,
I don't know. That's why I like that there's like the apps now, because I get to enjoy it with the money.
Exactly.
The money and the wear and tear on car.
Nah, I get it. Pokemon, competitive Pokemon is just like a whole other thing. Someone in chat, yes. So if you win regionals or internationals, you automatically get an invite to the Worlds tournament. I think they've been doing that for like a year or 2 now, but it used to not be like that. But now it's like if you win,
if I won something and I just didn't get to go. I'm glad they changed that.
All I wanted, like, my dream is just to play on stream for Pokemon. But the thing is, I can't. It will not be as Poseidon. It'll be in my human disguise.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And nobody will ever know that it's me. That's my dream.
You're gonna be like the meme with the guy in the corner with the cup and be like, they don't know I'm a VTuber.
Yeah, no, that happened like me in the last few regionals where I was just like, damn, these people don't know. Undercover. But
how do you hide your hair under like a wig? Like, is that what you do? Like,
yeah, I have a wig.
Like you have to. How do you hide all that hair though?
I use my Greek god powers to make me look more conventional to the human eye. I blend in with everybody.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I was just curious. Sad because I played at a regional and I was in the top tables because I was doing fairly well. It's so funny because I actually didn't even prep for this regional. I went out with like a friend the night before. I was like out late, got food and stuff, and then I went into the regional. I'm like, damn, I did not practice. I didn't really prepare. I'm just here to have a good time, and before you know it, I was like 5-0 going into like round 5, and I'm like, darn, that's weird. And I was so sad because they picked the table next to me to go on stream, and I was like, no, it should have been me.
Not them.
I can't say which regional, but it was a regional that happened within the last year.
With an asterisk. Yeah.
Yeah. Aww. So sad. It would have been fun. Because I've had friends that have been on stream before. I'm like, when is it my turn?
One day, I believe.
My turn.
I believe. It'll happen. It'll happen.
Like, they ever ask me for an interview, I'm gonna like change my voice. Because they usually do like post-game interviews, and I'm like, hey guys, I don't know what happened there.
Wait, you have to do it in the opposite direction now, because now we're all gonna know.
I have to do it in different ways, which is fine.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
I love
just add an accent or something.
I really suggest, like, even if you don't play competitively, you can go and spectate regionals, and they have like side events too. So I think
if I ever am around a regional, I will definitely get it. I would love to. I wanna.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
They do like side events. They do like teaching you how to play. Sometimes they'll have like the old games out, like Coliseum, XD, Battle Revolution, and all that. And then if you do side events, they're like, you have to pay for them, so you can get like a few side event tokens and play out, and then they'll give you tickets, and you can exchange those tickets to go to the prize wall to claim a prize. So I remember plushies, different plushies. You can get like different deck boxes, booster packs. So it's a lot of fun, and it's not even just the side events are not even just like regular Pokemon. They do like different types of TCG games with Pokemon, where 4 of you are teaming up to beat up a raid monster. Or
what the heck?
It's so fun. It's so fun. I had a friend that judged
awesome.
side events, and they really enjoyed the experience. So if you
That's
ever have
cool.
the opportunity, I really highly suggest going.
One day.
One day. So fun. I love Pokemon.
Yeah, me too. It's nice. I don't know. I was like, when I was a kid, I never interacted with people like Pokemon as much as me. It's like, I was like, what is he talking about? And then people were like, are you done? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm quiet now. And then like, I don't know, like, I remember when I was like trying to make friends, and they looked at me and they're like, you're not allowed to talk about Pokemon here.
Ah, like, screw those guys.
I was like, okay. So it just became like this thing I had to quietly enjoy for a long time. And like the internet has changed all of that, because now
everybody loves
everyone
Pokemon.
to watch me open up Pokemon cards and play Pokemon.
I bet you those friends that told you that now like Pokemon.
Oh, I know. I was like, oh my god, if I run into anyone and they're like, oh, I love Pokemon, I'm trying to get cards during drops, I'll be like, get out of line.
You're
get
fake.
Out of line.
You haven't been here. You only came here because it's hyped. Fake fan.
Yeah. Fake fan.
Fake fan.
Are you gonna go sell those on whatnot? What are you about to do, huh? Give those cards to me.
Exactly. You guys don't actually care about the cards. You care about the value,
money.
And you want to sell it. You fake people.
Bah.
So sad.
It is sad. Hopefully things chill out soon, and then everything can be back to normal. I can get my goodies.
Fair enough. But that was all the Pokemon I had. I kind of like mixed a little bit of them together because some of my underrated Pokemon kind of went in tangent with the overrated. So,
yeah. I was gonna say my. No, the only one I really have left, I'll just put in here. Yay! Best Pokemon ever. That's the only one I have left. So.
Bulbasaur, my beloved.
Look how cute he is. He's so polite.
We love Bulbasaur. He's such a cool guy.
Aww.
Such a cool dude.
Not like him. He's just a baby.
He is just a baby. He's so cool.
Bulbasaur so much that I remember somebody being like, oh, do you have a Bulbasaur hoodie? Not on purpose, but it's just maybe I'm more Bulbasaur coded than I thought I was.
Good taste. I 100% respect it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Right. Well, 'tis the end of the line.
It is the end of the line.
We have gone through the list.
We went like a good almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Just yapping.
Not.
Sorry if I yap so much. I don't mean to.
No. Like I was like, that's what I was saying. I was just so happy to talk to people about Pokemon. They're not sure.
Pokemon is my hyperfixation. I'm always down to yap about it.
I always feel bad because I always feel bad because I started streaming as an Elder Scrolls streamer, and then I've been playing a lot of Pokemon, and I'm sorry to tell you guys this, but this is just how I've always been. This is just me not having the Pokemon filter on. So now you have to listen.
I was actually the same exact way. I was a React streamer for like the longest time.
Oh yeah.
And then I shifted to Pokemon TCG because when I wasn't reacting, I was talking about Pokemon TCG. And I was like, hold up, maybe I should just like shift my content
That's
to Pokemon
how I
in
felt
general.
about it.
And
that's how I felt. I was like, oh, I'm just talking about this. I don't know if anyone even cares.
No, there's people who care, 100%. Like,
care.
I'll tell you right now, there's people who care. At first, when I did that, there wasn't very many people who really kind of gave a shit. And I lost a lot of my viewership, unfortunately. But I took a few months to grow it back. And now I think it's like better. And it's just nice to like yap about something. And then like your chat has a way to respond. Instead of being like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's very sweet when, like, I don't know, I'm just talking about something and people have absolutely nothing, like, they have no idea what Pokemon is. Because I have a lot of, like, older viewers that are, like, because Elder Scrolls tends to skew a little bit older. And they're like, I have no idea what Pokemon is, but you're so passionate about it. And I'm like, how do
you not know what Pokemon is? How do you not know?
I have this theory that, like, specifically, like, Gen X kind of is the only gen that kind of missed out on Pokemon. Because, like, millennials, obviously, we grew up with it. And then our parents had to put up with it, so they know about Pokemon. And then everyone else after that knows about Pokemon. But Gen X is, like, this weird slot where they were just a little too old for Pokemon. And they were a little too young to have kids who cared about Pokemon. So they're the only ones that are kind of in the void in that way. But I'll change that. Don't worry. I'll help my viewers. I'll take care of them. Guide them towards the Pokemon way. Come on. Look how cute Bulbasaur is.
How can you hate Bulbasaur? Truly, like, how can you hate Bulbasaur? He's just a cool guy.
He's just a cute guy.
Just a cute guy. Well, looks like we are gonna have to wrap up since we did agree. Or we were gonna kind of wrap things up at the 2-hour mark. So, thank you everybody from both of our chats for hanging out with us and listening to us yap about Pokemon.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Have fun.
It was nice getting to hang out with ET. I think it was our first time like talking, and I was honestly, I get very flattered when people like ask to collab, because you know I always have like, it's a me problem 100%. I'm like, really? Somebody wants to do something with me?
I know. I'm the same way because I don't know how to talk to people. So.
It's okay. I don't either. I have really bad social anxiety.
So I have managers to do it for me.
No. That's real. That's real. So I'm very glad our managers got us together to hang out, and I appreciate you being here. Yeah, and hopefully we can do something together soon.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yes. Alright. Okay,
Good night,
guys. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.